What's happening, guys? It's Bobby from Picky Tipsters, and this video is on answering one of our Twitter followers. His question is, what is a bandwagon merchant? Okay, good question. I know we use all these funny glossaries on Twitter, all these like weird names that we have for certain people and certain things. So I'm going to explain to you. Okay, and it's actually an important topic. Okay, so what is a bandwagon merchant? A bandwagon merchant is somebody who follows market movers. Okay, just blindly, oh, this horse is getting backed 10 to 1 into 6 to 1. I'm going to have a go. I'm going to have a stab at that. It's going to win. Okay. Oh, look at this one. It's gone from 4 to 1 into evens. It's a dead cert. Okay. I'm going to definitely slap on a score and make some money. Okay. Now, that is a bandwagon merchant. Someone who jumps on the bandwagon because of the price going down. And I have some bad news for you guys. If you're one of them, you're losing badly. All right, you don't realize that you're losing badly, but you're losing, trust me. And you're probably someone who doesn't record any bets. And if you did, after 6 months, you'd probably change your strategy because it's not going to work. All right, and I'm going to explain to you, okay, in this video why it doesn't work. And I want you to get a pen and paper because the numbers might get a bit confusing. Okay, so bandwagon merchants, why do they lose? Now, imagine you follow this tipster. Okay, tipster A, all right? He gives you 2 tips, one in the 2:30 and one in the 3 o'clock, okay? They're both 4 to 1, all right? So he's giving you this horse number 1 and horse number 2. So horse number 1 in the 2 o'clock and horse number 2 in the 3 o'clock, okay? For example, all right? So you wake up in the morning, you log on to your Bet365, Ladbrokes, Coral, whatever account, and then you click on to 2 o'clock and 2:30 or whatever I said, and you realize that both the tips have gone down to 2 to 1. Okay, so the tipster has given out the tip as 4 to 1, but you've had to back it at, if you want to, if you're a bandwagon merchant, you'd have to back it at 2 to 1. Okay, so let's say, for example, you put 100 quid on each of the tips. Okay. So then you've done that, you've got the price, and then you're waiting for the race to come. And then your horse romps home at 2 to 1. Bang, first one out of the way. Then you wait another half an hour, and then your second one romps home. Okay? And you win both of them at 2 to 1. So you win £200 for the first race, for the first tip, and £200 for the second tip, which gives you a total of £400 profit. Okay, fantastic. Now your tipster that tips at 4 to 1 gets an £800 profit because he got 4 to 1 in both races. So 100 quid, 100 quid. That's 4 to 1, 4 to 1. That's £800 profit, right? Are you with me here? I hope so. Okay, so you're like, yeah, you're telling your friends, yeah, I got 2 winners from tipster A. He's awesome. I'm winning. I had 2 winners today. I put 100 quid each. I'm doing so well, man. I got the system covered. You know, the market movers. I know what I'm doing. Okay. So then you follow this tipster again the next day, and this time he has 5 tips. Okay, so then you put 100 quid on each tip. All right, so you've made 400, but now you've got to put 100 quid on each tip. Okay, so you're spending 500, right? So, and then you wait for all the races, and every single one of them lose. Okay, so within 2 days, you're £100 down. Okay, because all 5 have lost. You've made 400. You've done 5 tips the next day. You've put 100 on each. They've all lost, and you're losing 100. At the same time, your tipster, who tipped you the day before, got £800 profit, is £300 up. Okay, even if he loses 5 bets. Are you with me right now? Okay, so he's £800 up. He lost his last 5 bets. Okay. And he's 300 up while you're 100 down. That's not fair. Okay? Simply because you took the bad price. Okay? That is what a bandwagon merchant is, and that is how they lose. Okay? And you don't realize it unless you write it down. You think you're winning. You think, yeah, I had 2 winners. Yeah, all good. It's all good. But actually, you're not. Okay? Now, let's put things into perspective here. Imagine we add another 0 to that. Imagine you did 1,000. Okay? A bet. in those 2 days you'd be 1,000 down and your tipster would be £3,000 up. That's a massive difference. Okay, so that's why when you look at profit and loss accounts of your tipsters, people who subscribe to tips and from tipsters or get free tips even, you will find that their profit and loss chart only applies to their own profits, not yours. Because by the time you wake up in the morning and get the tip, you're not getting the same price as them. Okay, so there's a big difference between being 100 down and 300 up. So you need to be very, very careful. If you're going to do this market mover thing, first of all, don't do it because you're going to lose. And if you do follow a tipster, may I recommend that you record your bets, because what they claim as 7 to 1, 8 to 1, 9 to 1 in the last 3 days, you're not getting the same price. So you might not be up in the long run. So you need to check that out, okay? I hope that answers your question, and thank you for listening. Any comments or anything like that, just, write them down on below. I'll be more than happy to answer, or follow us on Twitter. We do have a main account bet this weekend. It's been pretty dry this week. I mean, heavy going. Lots of horses pulled out. They were declared last weekend and they pulled out, and not much going on. The racing it's not tip top, is it? Let's be honest. Let's wait for the weekend. I think we've got Ascot, and we definitely have a main account bet. All right, cheers for listening. Thank you. Peace.